Hi everyone. Um, I wanted to make this video because I was watching a Melissa Schwartz video on ghost stories, and it kind of inspired me to tell one of my ghost stories. Um, Again, I'm going live because it's easier to upload this way. But my ghost story is okay. So I've always kind of been connected with spirits. Like I've never been able to see anything, which makes me kind of happy because that scares me. But I've always had this ability to like feel spirits, which is kind of a weird thing to say. But it was very prominent in um, one of my years in college. I lived in this dorm building that was called Crown Heart, which I'm actually gonna be going back to in the same room. So this shit's gonna be happening again. I'm so excited. But my university is kind of haunted. There was big fires that burned down a lot of buildings. People committed suicide in the dorms, which is where the story's gonna go to. So the dorm building, Crown Heart. I lived on the first floor, and on a couple of floors above me, there's only three floors, so like second or third floor. I think it was the second floor. In a room, I don't know if it was right above my room or right next to it, but someone had hung themselves. They committed suicide. And the only reason I know this is because my best friend, his grandfather, used to work at the school. So I kind of like that's how I know what was going on. He told me about this, and I'll like explain this all later. But there'd be many days where I'd just be like working on schoolwork or doing something, be perfectly fine. Then all of a sudden, like in a drop, like a snap, drop of a pin, I would feel very claustrophobic. I'd feel trapped, and just this huge weight of just like kind of like darkness and bleakness just like come over me, and I would just like feel like I was going crazy. And it was insane at how weird this would be. Like I'd be fine doing my shit, doing what I need to do, then all of a sudden I'm like, oh my god, like kind of like hyperventilating, like panic attack kind of thing. Like it was so weird. I don't get like that ever. And like the only way I could like feel better was like I would have to like leave the whole building. I couldn't just get out of my room. I had to like physically leave the building and like walk away for a while, and like then like it would just like kind of fade out and it'd be fine. And it was so weird. Like one day this happened, and the weather was horrible. I could not I could not leave the dorm room. Like the weather was really bad. And like I just remember calling my mom because I was trying to call my best friend, but he wasn't answering. So I called my mom, like crying, like I'm going insane, I'm going insane, I'm going insane. I don't know what's going on. And I told her like what's been happening, and she was like maybe someone died there, like maybe you're getting that energy, like this happens to you a lot, like you feel things. And so I was like, okay, I'll ask. So when I did get a hold of my best friend, I asked him, I'm like, hey, did anyone die in this building? And he's like, oh yeah, there's been a lot of people that have committed suicide in that dorm building. And I'm like, oh yay. So yeah, so then like after I moved out of that dorm building, like I never had any more of those weird feelings. Like I was perfectly fine, nothing afterwards. So and it's really weird because like you walk into Crown Heart, and it's just kind of this weird like it's not like a vengeance or violent feeling. It's kind of a feeling of like heaviness. Like you gotta get used to it. But I'm going back to the same room. It's gonna be fun. I'll keep you all like updated if those feelings ever, if that happens again. But apparently they're renovating the building, which might make it all worse. I don't know, but we'll see. Oh, and also like the fine arts building's haunted. One of the theater closets in the basement of Old Main is like really creepy and I think haunted. Basically, almost every building except for two buildings on the UWS campus is haunted. There are a lot. There's been a lot of deaths at that school. Just it's very old. But no, so that's my ghost experience. I haven't seen anything. One of my other friends, she can see ghosts, but I can't. I can only really feel them, which again makes me kind of happy because I don't want to see ghosts. But feeling their presence, feeling kind of like what they felt that drove them to either kill themselves or what they felt when they died. It's not a good feeling either. Like, it's, yeah, I don't see the ghost, and that's not really scary then to me, but feeling it, feeling how they felt, it's it's not pleasant either. I hated when I would feel those feelings of just isolation and loneliness and just being trapped, like isolated, trapped, like, and just feeling like I was going crazy. Like, that's not a good thing either. But no, so that is my ghost story. Hope you all enjoyed it. And like I said, I'll keep you all updated on how it goes when I get back into the dorm. All right. Bye.